Okay, in this little demo I'm going to show you how to um, remove timers and reset timers. When might you want to do this? Well, if you set up a timer that goes to the demo mode after 10 seconds or the high score display, that's fine. So after 10 seconds nobody does anything, go and show them something else. If someone puts in credits and you do want to do press start, it's probably ideal to either get rid of that timer completely, because what you don't want to do is watch a screen for 9 seconds, enter a credit, and then have it flick to another screen, because that'd be stupid. Okay, so what you might want to do is either remove the timer completely and have press start flashing on screen like a lot of games do, or what you might want to do is reset the timer every time someone presses a key. Okay, so give them another 10 seconds. That is going to be particularly useful when you're doing high score entry. I've seen a few students do it that way, where every time you press a key you get another 20 seconds. So you can force a high score entry to end or whatever. Okay, so this demonstration is just going to show you how to do it. It's not much of a practical thing. I'm in my title mode. It's not much of a project, this one. It's got, if I just run it, there's nothing on screen apart from what engine version I'm using. Okay, and this, I'm using 704 for this. Right, so I'm just in my start title code, just going to set up an event. So I'm going to say add event. It's going to be a new event. So it's a standard way of adding an event. So 10 seconds. Nah, it's going to be 7 seconds. I'm going to call it event 1. So keep it simple. And it's going to run title switcher. Okay, the thing that starts the title screen. So after 7 seconds, the whole title screen is going to start again. Okay, which will remove everything and start afresh and set these events up again. So I'll just run this subroutine again. I'm also going to add in a couple of events that don't run anything, and effectively these are timers. So they're just there for keeping track of time. I'll show some videos of doing that later. Okay, I'm going to call that event 2. And I'm going to add another one, and I'm going to call it event 3. It's important when you make these names up that what you don't do is use the same name more than once. They must be unique. Okay, right. To actually see these, I'm going to go to General Logic and I'm going to add a little bit of text, dynamic text drawing. So you can see in game loop, I've already got some dynamic text that displays what version of the engine I'm using. So I'm going to make use of that again, and I'm going to create a new text store. I'm going to use quite a nice font, which is the Atari font from the old Atari computers. Right, I'm going to ask the event manager to give me timer string lines with elapsed. What that's going to give me is a list of all the timers, like one line after another, with the actual time that's occurred for each one of those timers, and you'll see how that works in a minute. Okay, I'm just going to stick them on screen, and oops, text attribute, text attribute, top left. Oh. Okay, so remember, if you want to create dynamic text, that's text that changes all the time. That just creates it. We then need to ask the text manager to draw it. Okay, just draw a T. So if I just run this, you'll be able to see what I've just been talking about. So we're running away. Right, so there's the timers counting up. Event 1 is the only one that runs something. Remember, that resets. So at 7 it should reset. There you go, it's all gone back to 0 because we started the title screen again and all the timers have been destroyed and then recreated. Okay, so that's just showing you what we've got. Now, in Input Manager, oh, she won't do that. In the Input Manager, I'm just going to add some key code in. So I'm going to say if input Manager.key pressed keys dot. Right, I'm going to use D1, which is the normal 1 key, and if I press that key, I am going to say event manager dot remove, and then I need to put the name. So I can remember it was called event 1. That name that I put in, put a semicolon, Eric. That name that I put in double quotes is the same name I used there when I created the event. That's important. Got to be spelled exactly the same. I'm going to copy and paste that so I can do D2 and D3. Remember, this is just an example. You haven't got to copy this out. This is just showing you how to do it. Go. Event 2 and event 3. Okay, so they will be removed, destroyed, and you'll see them disappear from that list. So I'm just going to run this code. So I'm going to get rid of, I'm going to press 2, so 2, and that destroys, 3 destroys. If I leave this one, the title screen will start again and those events will be created. Okay, so this time I'm going to get rid of event 1, and there is nothing to bring those back now. So they'll just keep going and going and going until I get rid. So destroy them. So all the events have gone now, so I press 1, 2, 3. Okay, so what I might want to do instead is reset them. Okay, so just make them go back to 0. So I'm going to copy and paste that block this time. Do that. Oops. Right, and I'm going to use the function keys. I'm going to say F1, F2, and F3. But I want to reset, not remove. So I'm not destroying these. So instead of remove, I just say reset. Okay, so this is a demonstration, not something that you would practically want to do, but it just shows you how you can do it. So I've got remove, gets rid of the event, reset makes it restart. Okay, go back to 0. So I'm going to run it this time, and I'm going to keep pressing F1, F2, F3, and you'll see the effect of that. So I'm going to press F2, F3, F1. Oh no, I've been stupid. F1's full screen. Oh, div. Let me just disable that in the key code. Right, let's comment that line out. Good old Eric. Half asleep again. Right, try it again. Let's run it again. So I'm going to press the F1, F2 and F3 key. This is supposed to be a short video, it's ended up being anciently long. Right, so reset number 2, reset number 3, reset. Oh, I've got something like that. Reset 1. Okay, so those keep timing. Oh, I'm not doing this right. Oh, copy and paste. Copy and paste. The root of all evil. Let's run it again. Should be careful copy and pasting. It might save time, but it actually doesn't when it introduces ridiculous bugs. Right, so reset number 3, reset number 2. If I don't reset number 1, it's going to trigger. So it's triggered and all the timers have. So I can keep resetting. So resetting. Well, if I within 7 seconds, so I'm going to try and time it here. When it gets up to like 6, I'm going to reset it. Right, reset. So events 2 and 3, they just keep going because I'm resetting number 1. Okay, so reset or remove. It's up to you which one you do.